You all just don't get it. When your birth certificate says you're born in the U.S., the United States, first. The United States is Washington, D.C. Look it up. The United States federal government, that is what Washington, D.C. is labeled as. So when you're born in a hospital and you think you're born in America, you're in that hospital, you're actually born in the U.S. because they call that federal land, because the government gives them money and has taken over it and pays to have them hospitals built. You know, that's what you don't get. The state don't pay for it. It comes out of your taxes. Your taxes pay for it. But they claim it as theirs. So you're born in the United States first. And then they put on there what area, which is their imaginary state they made up, and have it on paper what area, and then what city you're born in to attach it to that state. That's the way it works. But you don't want to look it up. You don't want to look up how you are forced to do things as a slave would be forced to do things. You're not born in America. You're not an American. Your birth certificate does not call you an American and born in this state of America. No, you're born in a state of the United States. United States. All united together to make up the government. Before, it was just North America, North American government. There was no United States because this whole country was not gained until after 1865 when they won the war against the South that they tyrannically started, because the South wanted to break away from the North and split it up back into two separate. And they didn't want that. And they said, no, you no longer have this law we created with you that says you have the right to secede and not be with us anymore. They tricked them. They lied to them. And then when they tried to secede, the North went to war with them and went state to state, burning down homes, killing men, women, and children, and babies, and infants, and pregnant women, and while they're in their homes, burning them down, while they're out running around trying to get away, shooting them and spearing them and whatever the hell else, with their bayonets they added to their guns, and because they started that a long time ago. You don't get it. Their swords, chopping people's heads off as they're riding on horses. Why? Just having a ball. Killing off the Southerners to take the South back. You don't get it. Everybody was enslaved after 1865. That was when the North took over this land. And then lied to you about the way they went about it. And how it all started. They lied to you. It was because the South wanted to secede. Watch the videos of the CSA war soldiers, the black people that fought in the South. There's videos of it. Go watch them. They'll tell you exactly how it really happened. The North came to take over. The North had more slaves than the South. And I guarantee they hid the videos, took them down in any information that would say that they actually came from the North down to the South. Because the North is worse. You people go to the North and see how they look at black people. Black people, go up there, see how they look at you. See how they treat you. You'll find out different. You'll find out that we here are more tolerant and we love y'all than they are. They don't love black people up there. That's why in one of the northern states, Ohio, all the blacks are in one state killing each other. And they're letting them. They're not stopping them. They can stop them. Easy, quick. Depopulation. You don't want to see that. Keep the black numbers down. Let them kill each other off. We don't have to do a fucking thing. We'll just take care of everybody else, and have everybody else distracted from that, and just, oh, they're just stupid, and they want them to be like that. You're born in the U.S. first. Your U.S. constitutional rights come first. And then the laws of the state come next. So any of the laws of the state that goes against the U.S. Constitution is null and void. You do not have to obey them. That's what the 13th Amendment was created for, to prevent enforcement of laws to create slavery. Yes, it was created against slavery, and we have it today. But you don't want to see it and hear like you're supposed to. So, think what you want, believe what you want, live how you want. You've never been on our side to where you were treated like us. So you're not on our side. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what you're talking about. You're ignorant. Ignorance is tolerance, and you tolerate it because you're ignorant. You tolerate the way they treat us because they haven't treated you like that yet. Yet. All they gotta do is find you suspicious in any way. They can make up anything, and they'll pull you over. Oh, I believe you got some. I smell something, and there's nothing in there for them to smell when you roll both your windows down. You don't get it. They can do it to you too. It's money. They do it for money. This is slavery. If it wasn't about money, they would not be enforcing any of this stuff. But they got to be paid good in order to enforce what they enforce upon the slaves. To use force at the barrel of a gun or the end of a sword is slavery. With threats of violence. Slavery. God would never do that. Only the devil would. Only demons of the devil would.